Donnie be
What's good, everybody? It's Donnie B. Got the Beats. We live on the latest edition of The Beat, Season 7, y'all. I can't believe I'm still here, but I say this every episode because I'm just so thankful that my COVID pivot is still pivoting, man. But you already know what time it is for those that's watching right now. It's time for that glorious intro, y'all. Here we go. So it seems like a recurring theme for this whole season is Grammy Weekend 2023. Man, I swear on God, it changed my life, man. I got to meet some very, very interesting people from top to bottom, man. And one of which is this brother that I got on today. I interviewed him at the Sunset Rooftop in Beverly Hills, and excuse me, it was in Hollywood. My bad. And it was truly dope to share energies with this brother right here. He has a hell of a story, and I definitely wanted to make sure I was able to get him on this platform so he can share his story, so you can hear it coming from him. But without further ado, I got national recording artist all the way from the Bay, Jae Harmony. What's good with you, bro?
What's up, my brother Donnie B? Thank you again for having me on, man. This is awesome. I've been watching these motherfuckers too, man. Like leading up to my interview, I've been, just peeping to see how your interviewing style is and see how comfortable people are around you, man. This is awesome, man. I love what you're doing, man. I didn't realize you had 7 seasons of this shit, man. That's a lot. You've been going for a while, man.
Hey man, COVID was a while ago. You know what I mean? So we keep it popping, keep it moving like such. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yes, sir.
Hey, shout out. We got BTP Media Group. Shout out to my bro Jeff in the building. What's good, Jeff, man? Hit me up, man. And I gotta hit you up, man. So we're gonna keep in touch. But nonetheless, like I said, Jay, I appreciate
Yes,
you. It's all love and all blessings to have you on this platform, man. How's your weekend up here in the Bay this weekend, man?
And back home, man, it's been pretty. As you can see, I got the tank top, I got the beater on, so it's been pretty warm out here, man. So like, I'm just trying to stay cool, man. I got this fucking fan blazing at me right now, so it's been decent, man. It's been decent. I'm a 9 to 5 dude, so when I get my little 1 or 2 days off, I'm loving it, man. So I get to sleep how I want to, all that good stuff. So yes, sir, it's been good, man.
Okay. I appreciate that. Jeff said also too, if you need interviews, hit him up. It's BTP Media Group. You can find him on Instagram. If you want his math, I give it to you after the show, man.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Sync up with him. He's a damn good dude, man. Real live.
I always love to link with good people, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so we're gonna get straight into this, Jay. I want you to tell everybody in your own words just who is Jae Harmony.
If I could put it into a phrase, I would say I'm the everyday man's like nostalgic rapper. Like there's a lot of nostalgia in my music. Like I pull from a lot of 70s, 80s R&B, sometimes 90s R&B. I talk about a lot of like relatable topics. Like I'm one of those people that like to talk about mundane things in my rap. About like I'm eating cereal watching Looney Tunes or something like that, or like I'm in traffic smoking a blunt on my way to Chick-fil-A, something like that. I like to rap about stuff like that. Not just mundane stuff. I like to rap about, I'm saying, like introspective stuff. I like to rap about, of course, women, but I try to put a spin on when I rap about women sometimes. Like I actually I feel like the game is like devoid of like songs where we actually talk about women that we care about.
Right.
So I try to attack that when I do my music, you know what I'm saying? Because we can all talk about, you know what I'm saying, misogyny and all that stuff, but it's like, yo, sometimes, you know, you want to make a song or do something for a woman where it's like, hey, this is dedicated to you, shorty. This is so you can ride around and listen to this. You know what I mean? So so I'm pretty much the everyday rapper. I'm just like you, man. I'm just like you. I 9 to 5 just like you. I pay bills just like you, man. I put gas in my car just like you. I got a savings account just like you. Yeah, I'm the everyday man's nostalgic rapper, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what, and it does my heart good to hear people use jargon that not everybody uses. So you say words like misogyny. God damn, that's dope, bro. Again, it shows your education, your intellect, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
I'm a vocabulary spiller, man. I love vocab. I like words, man. I like flipping words and stuff like that. And you know, I can call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I do it myself on these songs and shit too. So it ain't like I'm not guilty of it. So that's why
Yeah.
I can call it out. Like, yeah, man. You know, sometimes we're just talking about bitch, 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 and it's like, yo, I know we all got girls out there we care about. Not everybody's out here slinging dick all over the place. Like, we all have women we care about. You know what I mean? So like, why not talk about that? You know,
That's
why not
all.
talk about the beauty of it?
That's all facts, bro. That's all facts. I told you y'all gonna like this guy, man. I'm dead serious, man. So Jay, tell everybody what it was like growing up in where you grew up at. What was it like for you growing up there? How did you overcome any hurdles to become the success that you are today?
Well, I grew up in Richmond, California. A lot of people don't know there's a Richmond in California. I guess maybe now, you know what I'm saying? Because the Bay is a little more in the limelight and stuff now. So maybe they do know there's a Rich, but that's where I grew up, Central Richmond. But growing up out here, man, like I say, it's a good place to grow up. And I don't say that because it's like a gated community and it's all safe and there's just a whole bunch of green trees and green grass and kids running in the street. No, it's a good place to grow because it teaches you about people. You know, it teaches you that there's different type of people in life, you know what I'm saying, from occupation to nationality to attitude to everything. And you get a little piece of that when you grow up in the Bay in general, because, you know, the Bay, just like LA, it's a very big melting pot. There's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, from all different nations. So it teaches you to live with and be around those people. You know, and the Rich is a good place for that because, you know, we have everything. You know, we got 9 to 5 people that work. We got thugs. You know what I'm saying? They're still, you know, don't get it twisted. Like Richmond is definitely still grimy, man. And you know, we got people like me, you know what I'm saying? I just like music, that just like to have fun. So, you know, it's a good place. You meet good people, you meet bad people, and you realize that, you know, you can kind of get along with everybody. You know, and like I feel like a lot of cities or a lot of states don't really get that. You know, it's all like a lot of places are segregated to where, you know, white people live here, black people live here. Like if you come to our neighborhood, what are you doing over here? Yeah. Not to say that the Bay don't got that, but the Bay, I feel like you have to be around Mexicans. You have to be around Asians. You have to be around black people. We all have to be around each other because we all work in the same places. We go to the same stores. So that's what I like about growing up in the Rich and growing up in the Bay in general is that it prepares you for life pretty much. That there's going to be a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities that you're going to have to deal with. So I love that. I hear a little echo. Is that me or you? Okay, there it is. It's gone. Did I freeze out? Did I freeze? I hope not. Oops. My bad, y'all. If I can still hear me, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry if I lagged out. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Feel like we having a little technical difficulty, so hopefully we can fix this real soon. Damn, what happened? Do I need to leave and come back? Oops. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully, bro, will be back in a minute. I'm sorry, but if y'all can still see me, I'm sorry about that. I don't know if it was me, if it was him. I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, they're still here. Okay. Okay. He said to me right now, we'll hop back on in 1 second. Awesome. Hopefully, you guys can still see me. Once again, I want to thank Donnie B for having me on, man. This is awesome, man. I'm glad I get to sit down and talk about my music and talk about, you know what I'm saying, where I come from and all that good stuff. So this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna get into some fun shit. So this is gonna be awesome. This is a way for our brother Donnie B to come back. screenshot that.
Okay,
All right, awesome.
back on this. My bad. My
Okay,
bad.
okay. Wasn't sure if that was me or not.
Nah. It's technical difficulties, man. These things happen, man. So I
Awesome.
apologize that my
No
apologies that
sweat.
happened in your interview.
No sweat.
So again, we were talking about how the Bay is kind of a culturally rich melting pot of personalities, races, and people. It's a lot like DC. DC,
Yeah.
that's where I'm from, and it's a huge melting pot full of different dynamics and peoples. Like you said, it forces you to have to learn to appreciate other people and other races. So I love the way you put your words together about the Bay. Actually, one of my best friends lives up there, so I spent some time in Richmond. But he was more in what is it? I can't even think of the
Oakland,
name.
Berkeley,
Nah,
Frisco.
a little bit north, near Napa.
Oh,
But
Napa. Okay, there you go.
but we came down and kicked it in Richmond and in Oakland, of course. And I used to go, I
Yeah,
think, to work. So love the Bay, man. I love the Bay.
yeah, man. It's awesome. I want to go to DC too, man. I heard DC's an awesome place too. Like at the Sunset Rooftop, I forgot what my brother's name is. I gotta go back and look on Instagram. But he was on the panel, and he invited us, me and 8-Bit, out to DC. But we can't right now. We got things in the in the pipeline. But yeah, he said like whenever we want to come to DC, we could. I was like, definitely want to see what it's like in DC.
It's
Seems like
definitely
awesome.
it's definitely interesting, man. It's definitely interesting. I love my city. I just can't live there no more.
Understandable, man. Very
Yeah,
understandable.
yeah, no, never
Yes,
love
sir.
lost. Jeff said that his homie is DJ Rick Lee from 106 KL. So make sure
Hmm.
if you want to get your music or over at KMEL that he can set you up too.
Cool. Okay. I feel like my music is a little too niche for it, but I feel like the freaking awesome song. I feel like that's perfect for the radio. So I can definitely tap in with him. Thank you for the offer too, sir. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I definitely make sure that y'all get in touch with each other for sure.
Awesome.
With regard to uh you and your story, take it back and let people know when did you discover your talents for music?
This might be a two-part answer because there's two different times where I realized that I had a knack for this stuff. First was I might have been still single digit age, maybe like 8, 9, 10 years old. And I did what a lot of kids did back then. When, like, this is before you could just readily go buy studio equipment. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't just be like, make one trip to the Guitar Center and now you're a fucking producer and a rapper. So like I used to take songs that I liked, that I really, really enjoyed, and I used to change the words to them a little bit. Like one I remember for sure was Tupac, All About You. And I just pretty much wrote the same verse, but I changed out a word or two here and there. And I enjoyed doing it, so I just kept doing it. And like, it kind of turned into poetry when I got into like middle school and stuff. But then the second time was 15 years old, not senior year, sophomore year in high school. Me and my cousin, we had been rapping for a while at that point, like not rapping, but playing around with it. And we met our homie Corey, aka C Money, and he had a cousin that made beats. So we were like, hey, why not pull the trigger on this, man? Let's get it popping, man. Like we already rappers, let's do it. So
Mhm.
this was when I first learned how to write a 16. So like, I realized I had a knack for it. To answer your question again, I was in class, and the first beat I ever wrote a 16 bars to was, do you remember Tony Yayo's song "Pimpin'"?
Yeah, of course.
That you love how you be chasing them. It was
Yeah.
that, and I wrote a 16 to it. but I didn't have the beat. I wasn't listening to the beat. I just remember how the beat went, and I just wrote it just with the beat in my head. I'm like, yo, this is kind of easy. I can actually do this. Like, I just need to hear the beat for 10 seconds, and then I can write this out. And we went to the studio, and I rapped it, and they were like, yo, you're actually kind of good at this. I was still trash. Listen to it now. Oh man, it's tragic. Yeah. Like, they were actually like, yo, you're actually good at this. Like, the way you actually are good at getting your bars out clearly and all of that. So from then, it's been nonstop. Ever since 15 all the way to now, it's just been nonstop, man. Making music is one of my favorite things to do. I love creating music. So yeah, I started, I guess, really 15 years old. That was when I really realized that I could do this and that I really did like doing this, regardless of money, regardless. I would spend money to go record. You know what I mean? Like, not get paid, hour away, 2 hours away, 2 bus rides, BART train. It's like, hey, I just like doing this, man. Like, this is just fun for me, man. So yeah, 15 years old, man. It ain't been the same since.
I love that. I love that, especially the dedication to it. I remember those days. A lot of times when I first started in the game too, I used to live around the corner from a recording studio. So me and a homie would just walk to the recording studio. Like, it was like almost every weekend. We was up there. His name is Vince, and Vince owned the studio. So we used to just walk to Vince's. You know what I mean? And just so much memory, so many memories, and so much energy around just that whole process. Is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a movie. You know what I mean?
It really is, man. Like, you know, if I could compare it to something, like, personally, it was almost like joining junior varsity in the summertime. It was a lot of cooking. It was a lot of messing up. It was a lot of trying to get it right. It was a lot of training and a lot of like you said, dedication. Like, I live in the Rich. My bro that I used to travel with, he lived in Pinole. So it would be a bus ride and a BART ride. So we would have to leave the house at 9 o'clock to get it to his house in Lake Merritt in Oakland at like 10:30. You know what I'm saying? We would have to catch the bus, get on the BART, get off the BART, catch another bus, and then walk to his house. You know what I'm saying? And we had to do it while Moms was at work too, because Moms got off at 3. So like, we had to be, and we couldn't be too loud, because, you know, like, when you're 15 and you feel like you got the house to the neck, man, you acting a fool. You in there yelling, you in there cursing, you're in there going through the refrigerator. So it's like, yo, like, we gotta be cool. We gotta make sure that we don't get nobody in trouble. But yeah, it was a lot of memories in that crib. A lot of messing up, few arguments, a few disagreements, but it was a lot of good memories in that little home. Oh yeah, if I could say this too, like, back then we didn't even have a mic. Like, there was not even a mic on a mic stand. Like, you remember how the Mac computers look, right? He had an OG Mac, just a big plastic glass. There's a little dot on the side of the computer, right? And that's the microphone. We used to have to lean over the table like this with the rhymes out here and like look off like this and rhyme into the mic. We couldn't even like stand straight up and rap. Like, it was a lot of trial and there, a lot of hardships. That's where you learn breath control. I can definitely say, like, that was a good way to learn breath control, because you can't hold your breath when you're leaning over like this, got your stomach crunched up. So yeah, it was, like I said, it was like junior varsity training, bro. It was really like training our brains to like be rappers, know how to write on the spot and stuff like that. So that's what I compare it to.
What's interesting, since we sharing those stories. When I first started, my first recording was Walkman. Remember the Walkman, the old back in the day, when you put the cassette tape. But then, you had to take the headphone. I had the joint that had the headphone as well as the microphone input too. So if you take the headphone out and put it in the microphone joint, you had to take the headphones off and then speak it to the headphones, and that was your microphone.
Right.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
struggles, man.
It is struggles, man. It makes for great stories, man. It really does.
Yeah, and it shows like how like the lengths you were willing to go to be able to create. A lot of people, like I said, that's why I said, like, in the beginning, like, there was no garage, no guitar center to where you could just pull up, spend $300 and get a mic in the inbox and all of that. It's like, no, like, you literally had to, if you want to make music, you got to do exactly what you said. You got a mic input, take the earphones out, plug this in. You don't even know how it sounds until you play it back sometimes. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, it's like, that just shows the dedication to some degree that you were willing to put in. Like, yo, I know this is crappy, but I'm still do it. Yeah. I like this, so yeah. That's awesome. I like stuff like that, man. You brought it back with the Discman, man, with the Walkman, dog. That was my life at single digits, man. My mom had a box full of cassette tapes. I had a lot of cassettes back in the day.
Yeah. Right.
America's Most Wanted, Ice Cube. That was one of the ones I remember to death, man. I love that. Yeah, man, it was a lot of them.
My early introduction to the West Coast flavors was Spice One.
Legend.
Yep. Of course, 40.
Yep, legend.
Like you said, Ice Cube. Ice Cube was my favorite one out of
yeah.
MC8.
Woo! Yeah, love MC8.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like so, DJ Pooh.
DJ Quick.
DJ Quick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So totally, I get where you're coming from with it, man. It was just amazing times. You used to just sit there and just zone out.
Man, you know. You remember the single cassettes? You remember those? Yeah, with just the song and the instrumental, man. Yeah, I used to bump those, man. that was a lot of where those first raps came from too. Those instrumental cassettes and those CDs and stuff. So yeah.
And
that's why I sound. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would say that's why I sound a nostalgic rapper. I love stuff like that. The Discman, the cassette tapes, the VHS tapes, man. Like all of that stuff, man. That stuff really does connect with me, man. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it gave the listeners something to enjoy, man. Whereas now it's kind of difficult. You almost get disconnected from it. You know what I mean? You just listen to the music and you keep it moving. But you know, back in the day, you had the cassette tape. You take out the J card. You read who did this, who produced it, the whole nine. You used to be able to take the joints and then put them on your wall.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, now please elaborate on that. Just for 1 second. That's one thing I miss about copping music, man. It's like when you bought a new album, it was an experience. Yeah. Like I remember, like the last time I can remember having that experience for real, it was one of my favorite rappers of all time. It's Currency from New Orleans. Currency. I remember when he first came out with Pilot Talk. I went to Target and bought that CD, and I remember popping it opening it, reading the insert, seeing who produced what, throwing it on, and like we were going to like Sacramento. That's like an hour drive from where I'm at. So we spent that whole hour drive listening to that CD. So we didn't know what we were going to hear. We didn't know nothing. So it was like an experience, like literally like popping it up and like, yo, it's just available. As to now, you literally just click. You know what I mean? It's like, so you don't even got to go to the store. You don't got to bust it open. There's no extra stuff with it, like the insert, like you said, putting it on your wall. Sometimes they had lyrics on the inside, you know, like stuff like that. Like I said, like back then it was an experience. So I might be sounding like an old head at some point, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, but yeah, I miss that stuff, man.
Well, how do you think I feel?
It's cool, man. I love that stuff, man. Yeah, the style is great.
Yeah, man. Merch is everything these days, man. And that's something that I think that the young people don't really understand now. Everything is so digital and so quick that you don't. It's that memorabilia that, you know what I mean. Like I got a closet full of just records now that I'm just, you know what I mean, like. Yeah, and it's just cool to have. It's dope to have. You know what I mean? And
see, I got them behind me, man. I don't even got a record player, bro. And I still collect all, man, R&B, oldies, all of that, man. That was it. I love that. I love music, man. It's just one of them things, man. Like you said, just having stuff like this, like just to have the cover and the, you know, the inserts, that stuff still means something. Yeah. Those things still mean a lot.
Yeah. Well, it shows your music, and we definitely gonna get to that in a second. I want you to share what are or were your biggest obstacles in establishing yourself once you know what I'm saying, once you hit your stride and you really started to hit the ground running. What are some of the biggest obstacles you've had experienced?
One, well, I guess I could say two. One is getting your music to a different set of ears, you know, that's already listening to you, you know, like it's like, to me, it's I compared it to like being like a street vendor or like selling something on the street. It's like, yo, like the key is to get them to stop and see what you have to offer. You know what I mean? And like it's trying to find a way to get people to actually want to peep what you got, what you doing. Because you know, everybody's a rapper now. Everybody got a mixtape, everybody has a SoundCloud, everybody has a distro kid. You know, so it's like, it's still a slight challenge, you know, to find a way to get people to stop in and see my wares, you know what I'm saying, if you will, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's one of the hardest parts of just getting a new set of ears to listen to it. And hoping that those people have an open mind, because I'm not your conventional Bay Area rapper. I don't really sound like a Bay Area rapper, at least if I could say so myself. I don't think I do. But the
Yep.
second one is the business part, because I love artistry. I love making music. So, but it's like, it's one of those things you have to learn, that you have to be just as aggressive with
Yeah.
your marketing and how you put your music out, as well as when you're writing it and recording it. It's like a 50-50 thing. No, 100-100, fuck 50-50. It's 100
Yeah.
100. You have to go 100 on both ends. And that's kind of hard, because, you enjoy making the music. You really enjoy writing and making that music. Now, getting down to it and like sending it to this person and that person becomes a little draining sometimes, like re-hitting people. And like, cause one thing I used to do is we have you're pretty sure you have a nice following on Instagram, and like, is going through your Instagram list and just dropping a DM to everyone, just like, yo, like, I'm not even putting the music in the DM, just like, hey, I got a new mixtape to do an album, like, that's what I used to do. And like, and at some point it becomes draining, because it's like, I'm hitting 500 people and only like 20 hit me back. You know what I mean? So like, it becomes a challenge a little bit. It's a little challenge, but that's something like, if you love this shit, man, that ain't nothing to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to get more people to listen to you, that ain't nothing to you, man. It's like, yo, it's a part of the job, man. Just like with any 9 to 5, yo. When you got your job, yo, you might have to take the trash out, bro. You might have to sweep the floors, but it's like, hey, it's part of the job, bro. You signed up for it. So it's not too many obstacles. It's, trying to get people to listen and just staying as consistent as I can with making the music, as promoting the music.
Spoken
Other
like
than that, it's a blast. Other than that, it's a fucking blast. I love making music.
You're spoken like a true vet, man. I swear. You got some very, very mature thoughts and perspectives on this game. A lot more
Much
so than a lot
appreciated.
of other people. Definitely.
Much appreciated, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Who and or what were your inspirations? I know we talked about you named a few people topically, but musical, family, any who and or what were your inspirations?
This answer could go on for years, dog. This answer could go on for a very long time. But I'll just start, I'm saying, at the foundation, my fucking parents, man.
Hmm.
Like, I really do thank them for my musical taste. Like, absolutely, because I love oldies, man. I really do. As you can see, I got the Pointer Sisters right here. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I got a Spinners record over there. I love stuff like that. Dramatic Spinners,
Right.
the Commodores, stuff like that. I love that. And like, that's kind of like what solidified my actual love for music outside of rap. So that stuff inspires me, and my parents inspire me, because they still put me on the new oldies I ain't heard before. So that's definitely what I have. The foundation is definitely my parents. That's where I got a lot of my taste from. And as far as rappers and inspirations, well, before I even move on to that, my brothers, man. Like, when I got like-minded people around me, like 8-Bit J, that's my brother right there. That's my G right there. He motivates me as well. Like my bro Medium Frank, Toriyama, that's on the song Freaking Awesome. All of those people really do motivate me and inspire me. When I hear their music, when I hear what they're trying to do with their stuff, it really does keep the battery in my back. Like, okay, I got some really, really talented people around me, man. Like, and they're always elevating what they're doing. So it's like, yo, for me, it's like, yo, I'm the same as y'all, bro. Let me step my shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I'm sitting here watching you niggas be great. Let me get a piece of that. You know what I mean? But rappers, man, that can go on for a while. I love MF Doom.
Yeah.
I love DJ Quick. I like Currency. One of my favorite rappers of all time is Redman.
Yeah.
I love Redman's music. He's crazy and awesome at the same time. I like Tribe Called Quest. That's why I said this can go on for a while, because I have a lot of influences like that. I like Camp Lo. What's another one? I like Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? That's probably not too, you know what I'm saying, normal for a Bay Area kid. You know, a lot of niggas be like Pac. Even though I fucking love Pac, love Tupac. But Biggie, I've definitely learned rap styles from Biggie Smalls. Like the swing flow, the way he swings on the beat, I learned that from Biggie Smalls. The way I do it, I learned it from Biggie. So there's a lot of inspirations all around me. I even like punk music. Sometimes punk music inspires me. There's a lot of different things in music that inspire me. I like melodies, man. Even though I can barely fucking sing, you know what I'm saying? I love melodies. I love wordplay. So I guess you could say Nas, you know what I'm saying? Illmatic, that you know, sparked it for me. The Wu-Tang, if you can see that, Wu-Tang. That inspired me. Yeah, it's the list can go on, man. But you know, anybody that just tries to create something and try to make a vibe and like, you know, something like that, or just nostalgic, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people I name, like those things really do inspire me. Like Wu-Tang, like there will never be another swag like Wu-Tang. You know, there will never be another fucking Illmatic swag. There will never be. So those things really do inspire me because for their time, they created something new. You know what I'm saying? When Illmatic came out, when 36 Chambers came out, that was new. Even though it was hip hop and the beats were kind of somewhat the same, it was new. People were not ready for that. So I really do enjoy those people that really do create their own vibe within, you know what I'm saying, within the time. I really do love that stuff. Just like Chief Keef. I like Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a lyrical rapper, I love Chief Keef, but I love him because he really did change the paradigm in hip hop. People weren't rapping a certain way before Chief Keef came on. People weren't doing certain beats before Chief Keef came on. So even stuff like that inspires me. People that can shift the paradigm and make people start flipping like the Migos or Future. Make people start rapping like them. That stuff inspires me. That stuff really does inspire me.
Yeah, I mean, that's a definitely a good way to look at it. Yeah. All of the people that you named actually were very, very foundational in the institution and growth of hip hop for sure. So
absolutely,
we gonna add Jae Harmony. We gonna add Jae Harmony to that list too.
One day, man. Hey, I'll be happy if I just become an underground legend, bro. Where people just like, yo, it's this rapper Jae Harmony out. Like he's from Richmond. I don't know. He's never got. Why hasn't he got a deal yet? Like I live in infamy like that. That's fine with me, man. Right. I can live in infamy, man. As long as people can pick up on the vibe that I have and people can relate to it and can compare it to something like a 36 Chambers or Illmatic, it's like I did my job, man. As long as I can inspire someone else to do what I did, you know what I'm saying, and like carry on that tradition like an Ice Cube or whatever, it's like, yo, I'm doing my job, man. I just want to put some vibes in the world, man.
Well, we're about to get to this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. So, this brother is definitely very talented. As I said before, you've heard his influences. You've heard, his growth and how he got started. So it's time to just play the music. And I really think that y'all gonna like this one here. I want you to bring it in though. I want you to share, how the song "Freaking Awesome" came together. Okay. Just everything, and then we're gonna play it so people can hear it.
All right, I'm gonna try to do a quick summary so it won't take too long. "Freaking Awesome" came because it's a very, very easy song to listen to. Like the beat kind of brought out the song to me because the beat is very, as someone put it in the comment section, whimsical. So I was like, okay, so that song really just came out of, some funness and just trying to create something a little repetitive and a little more fun. Because, I'm not really a repetitive rapper. I don't really like too many hooks where you're just repeating Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. I don't really like doing stuff like that, even though those are catchy. Like, I don't really like doing stuff like that. But this beat kind of brought that out in me. And Toriyama, that was just my bro. I always hit him up to do music. So I was like, hey, how you feel about this song? And he was like, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. I like this. So Freaking Awesome is just a very fun-loving, like sunny day, summertime party song. It's just about being cool, man. You're just about everyone being cool. Everybody's Fonzie. You're Fonzie, I'm Fonzie. We're all cool in our own way. You know what I mean? So we're all freaking awesome. You know what I mean? So listen to this Freaking Awesome, and I guarantee you by the end of it, you're going to have some black shades on and a leather jacket like Fonzie. I promise you.
The fact that just the Fonzie reference, we gonna get to that when you get back. But
yes, sir.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we got Jae Harmony and Toriyama in Freaking Awesome. Check this out.
So cool.
It's a boring ass day at work, bro. No customers, shit, man. Oh shit, the show about to start. Hey, Toriyama, bro. Yo, bro, the show about to start, bro. Get your ass over here, bro. You know it's our favorite show.
It's good,
man. It's good, man.
It's that freaking awesome on, huh?
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah,
that boy Jae Harmony, that's the dude right there, bro. That's the best character on the show.
Hey, you just been started.
Dark shades after midnight. I can't see shit, but the party jumping in the weed lit. Pretty girls dressed scantily. pouring up the drink, hyphy juice and Bombay, look like antifreeze. Got me floating, smiling for the picture. Snapchat your man, let them know that Jay with ya. Baby, throw her hands up when they turn the jams up. Twerking on the dick, please don't spill my liquor. Dark tint on the cherry Pathfinder. Polly, where your shorty at when you can't find her? The way she gave it up got me feeling bad, kinda. Psych, never sympathize with a simp. Plus I'm feeling so good, got my smile on a million. Never been a thug, just a fly-ass civilian. Got me feeling like Fonzie. And if you don't get the reference, all you need to know is he's cool.
So cool, bitch, I'm so cool.
It's all good over here, baby.
So cool,
So cool.
bitch, I'm so cool.
It's all good, baby.
Bitch, I'm cool. Nah, bitch, I'm cool.
Nah, I'm good, love.
Nah, bitch, I'm cool.
Cool.
So fuck up on my face, nah, bitch, I'm cool. Dark shades after midnight. Bitch, I'm so cool. See back with the top down.
Top down.
Bitch, I'm so cool. She belong to the streets, man. Nah, bitch, I'm cool.
Nah, I'm good, shorty.
Nah, bitch, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
My bills is paid, my family straight, I'm cool.
You can tell that we wanted, it just makes sense. 21 and Jay control the whole matrix. Finna go into my bag like Saint Nick. I can keep the thing going if it ain't fixed. We ain't finna build nothing if it ain't brick. They know me for doing everything like a sport. All I really do is take the ball up the court. Just that flow coming to you fresh off the porch. And you know we had to flip it for the sequel though. Pay up front, I don't care who you think you know. She told me to grab her throat for the people though. You was doing real good, hate to see you go. 10th letter got the smoke and I got the fiddles. Homie, we don't feel that shit, it don't even tickle. You can front like you really Big Daddy Kane. To me and your girlfriend playing Streets of Rage.
So cruel, bitch, I'm so cruel. So cruel, so cruel. Bitch, I'm so cruel. So cruel. Bitch, I'm cruel. Nah, bitch, I'm cruel. Nah, bitch, I'm cruel. Can't get all day. Ooh, I'm bang on a bitch, nigga. Ooh, can't get all day. Ooh, I'm so freaking awesome. I'm so freaking awesome. So cool, bitch, I'm so cool.
It's all good over here, baby.
So cool,
So cool.
bitch, I'm so cool.
It's all good, baby.
Bitch, I'm cool. Nah, bitch, I'm cool.
Nah, I'm good, love.
Nah, bitch, I'm cool.
Cool.
So fuck up on my face, nah, bitch, I'm cool. Dark shades after midnight. Bitch, I'm so cool. Sit back with the top down.
Top down.
Bitch, I'm so cool. She belong to the streets, man. Nah, bitch, I'm cool.
Nah, I'm good, shorty.
Nah, bitch, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
My bills is paid, my family straight, I'm cool.
Man, shout out to Jae Harmony and Tori Underwood. Friggin' awesome, because it was friggin' awesome. I like
So
the
cool.
it's it's Fonzie like you
Yeah,
said.
hey. Yeah, man. What was my name? Man, my man's full name? Fonzarelli. Wasn't that his
Yeah,
name?
Fonzarelli. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's definitely good vibes, man. Good, great energy. I think it's definitely, and it's a good time to play it because it's getting ready to be a hot boy, hot girl,
Yeah,
hot
man.
summer.
Yeah, boy, man. Hey, and that's freaking awesome too, yo. So when the sun's out, it's freaking awesome, man. That's what the song's about, man.
That part.
Everything is freaking awesome, man.
That part. So yeah, shout out to what's that? 43, the producer.
Oh, for the three. That's
For
how
the
you say his name. Yeah,
Okay.
like a jumper for the three.
Okay. Yeah. I
He
love
makes some wavy beats. He makes some very wavy beats. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that dude. He's from
Shout
LA, I
out.
think, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, look, all vibes. So shout out to the team that shot the video too. It was really good.
Oh, shout out to Nobi. Shout out to Juggernaut. Shout out to Noble Cinema. Those are my brothers right there. Those are my real deal brothers, man. Long time. Been knowing them dudes for like decade and some change. So yeah, them is my brothers right there.
Words, love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, like and follow and subscribe. Jae Harmony. He's on social media. I got him right down here on Instagram. Stoneface Harmony. Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, support the whole nine.
Yes,
And
sir.
feel free to hit us up in the comment section if you got any comments, anything that you want to say to the brother. Feel free to reach out.
Sure.
Now, Jay, I want to go back and ask you, like, what you're currently working on, man.
This is the part I was waiting for, man. So me and one of his former guests, 8-Bit J, we just came out with an album called Watch More TV 2. The first one was a mixtape we recorded the year of COVID. Like I can't remember if he talked about it or not, but we recorded that the year of COVID because we were already in the fucking crib, and I was just like, yo, man, let's just do an album where we're just talking shit. Like no filter, no nothing. We're talking about hood stuff. We're talking about ignorant stuff. Let's do a lot of TV references, and that's just what we ended up doing. So like we came back, we did an album after that. It was called Hood Booger Universal Tour. But we was like, yo, let's just close off that Watch More TV series. You know what I'm saying? Let's give them one more for the Watch More TV. And that one's out. It's been out for like a week. It's 13 songs. There's 10 new ones and 3 from the original Watch More TV, just to get y'all reacquainted with that, just in case y'all want to go back to the old one. But we just dropped that. It's heat rock. I promise you. Every rapper says that. But yo, me and 8-Bit, man, we're different. I really do believe that. Like when it comes to the bars and the beat selection and the subject matter and how we do it, we're very, very different, man. So if you like TV, if you like movies and video game references, then this is the album for you. It is chock full of Breaking Bad references, GTA San Andreas references, wrestling references, spaghetti western references. It's bro, we go deep on this stuff, man. So like that's the thing I came out most recently. It's still doing numbers. It's still doing great. We just dropped a video a couple of days ago. It's called Redemption. It's the first song off the album. It's nothing special. It's not like crazy overdone, but it's perfect fit for the music that's playing. So if y'all want to, go check that out. 8-Bit J, Stoneface, Redemption. And man, I talk about the Stoneface character for like 1 second. The Stoneface character is like, see, I'm Jae Harmony. This is me as Jae Harmony. The Stoneface character is like an alter ego. That's like where I talk about, because when I'm Jae Harmony, like I said, I talk about love. I talk about fly cars, I talk about vibes, I talk about riding. Stoneface is basically, he's like the opposite of Jae Harmony. He's like the, what do you call that? Like the troubled youth of society, like he does drugs unapologetically. He's ignorant unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? He loves to annoy white people. He likes to brandish his weapons, even though he's not going to use them. He's just a complete douchebag, but he's funny and he can rap his ass off. So I like having those alter egos because, like on one hand, I like to do nice stuff. On the other hand, I just like to, cause I'm a rapper, man. I just like to rap sometimes. So like, that's kind of like what the Stoneface thing is for. And that's kind of like who I am on this Watch More TV album. I'm more on the Stoneface side than the Jae Harmony side, but the Jae Harmony, what I'm doing for Jae Harmony, I'm coming out with a album after I do the Stoneface album, which is 10 Shoes, School of Assassins. We'll talk more about that when that comes out. But I'm gonna do this album called Purple Sex with my producer homie from Pennsylvania. His name is Sex Curry. Shout out to my brother Sex Curry. He's been making beats for me 2012. Like that was when I met him. So me and him have been doing a lot of music together. And I was just like, hey man, we already got like 6-7 songs together. Why don't we just stack 3 more on top of that and make an album, bro? Let's just do that. So like that's what's coming after I do the Stoneface, just to get the Stoneface character off the ground away from 8-Bit, so I can, establish myself as just Stoneface and not just be connected to 8-Bit the whole time. So but yeah, I got a few things in the pipeline, man. There's a lot of things that's happening, man. So if you fuck with me, if you fuck with what you just heard, stay tuned, man. It's a lot coming on both sides of the coin.
Make sure y'all do. I'm telling you, these guys are good, man. Like you said, you heard Jay, 8-Bit J, and you just heard Jae Harmony, aka Stoneface. Yeah.
And if I can say it one more time, go listen to 8-Bit J's album. What was it called? Tokyo 8. Excellent album. Very excellent album. Very, very good. Very introspective. Awesome beats. Like, yeah, go check that out, man. The man is different. Like I said, we're not your conventional Bay Area artists, man. Guarantee you you'll love it.
I love the love. I love the support. Awesome.
I do. That's what I do, man. That's what it's all about, man. It ain't just about me, man. Kobe can't go out there and shoot threes by himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Jordan can go out there and score 40 and 50 by himself, man. They need the other players on the court, man. So that's what it's about, man. It's a team effort, man.
I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Considering, because you've obviously done a lot of work for a while, and like I told you, I respect your maturity in your craft, right? I want to ask you, in your opinion, just how hard is it to be a successful recording artist?
I don't think hard is the word. It's challenging. No, I mean, it's just more challenging than it is hard, because it's not hard to make music. It's not hard to put your music out. Like I was saying before, it's just, just getting people to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay within the new range of what music's coming out, but still being different. Right. It's like not sounding like you can rap on the same beats, but having your own swag to it. I guess that's the most challenging part, is being a part of the fold, but not necessarily being a part of the fold. Or if you're completely, exiled on your own thing, is, getting people to accept what you're doing and people being able to see the vision. So like that's one of the most challenging things, is that hoping people like see the vision and like understand what you're trying to do. Like when I do my music when I do a lot of like old school beats, like I rap on 80 sounding R&B beats sometimes. Like if you go back to my mixtape, it's on YouTube, it's called Wang and Style. The first song on there is called Midnight Club. And it's like, if you're not into music like that, you probably will be like, what the fuck is this? Like, what am I listening to? There's no hard 808s, there's no crazy claps, there's no triplet hi-hats. It's very vibey, you know what I'm saying? So like I feel like that's the most challenging thing, is trying to get people to see your vision and have them understand exactly what you're trying to do without them being too what's the word I'm looking for, like judgy. Like, oh, like this doesn't sound like this, so I don't want to listen to it. Oh, this doesn't sound like, oh, he's rapping lyrical, but he doesn't sound like J. Cole, so I don't like him. Oh, he's rapping like hyphy or whatever, but he doesn't sound like, I don't know, E40. So I don't want to listen to it. So that's the challenging thing, is just getting people to see the vision and just understand what you're trying to do. But it's not, I don't think it's really hard. It's just challenging, man. Like anything else, man. It's like it's challenging to be a good basketball player. Challenging to be a millionaire,
I truly love your answers, because your answers are they're you can tell that there's a lot of thought into it, but you convey yourself your messages so well. I truly I got to keep hitting that, man, because people got to understand, because especially in today's the day and age, and let's keep it a buck. I mean, black men are like endangered species, right? And so people like to act like black people can't, or black men cannot be articulate or have a good head on their shoulders with regard to how to speak, how to quantify their surroundings, and just know, have a knowledge, a wealth of knowledge about who they are, what they're about, and so forth and so on. So I wanted to take that opportunity to definitely tell you, and like I said, lift you up and give you your flowers in that regard, because I'm huge when it comes to that. I'm huge with the way people speak, because the way they speak, it tells you a lot about them. And it's like that old saying that, if a person shows you or tells you who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
So yeah, I definitely wanted to give you kudos in that, man. Seriously.
Appreciate it, man. Well, I'm a nice dude, man. I'm pretty sure most people can tell. Like I said, I'm just like you. That's why I say I'm the everyday man's rapper, man. Like I'm just like you, man. I don't have any airs about myself, man. And like, as far as like me being able to speak, it's like, like I said, I have a 9 to 5, man. Like I can't just be walking, what's up, my nigga? What's up, dude? I can't do that all the time. You know what I mean? It's like I talk to normal people. Like I said, I live in the Bay, man. I got to talk to everyone. Not every person I walk up to is going to be into ebonics and, and slang. So it's like, you got to be able to articulate yourself to some degree. Sometimes I feel like I don't do it the way I should, but just you giving me a little props on that, it's definitely like, it's awesome. I really do appreciate that. Man, because sometimes I feel like I'll be rambling too. So like, what I'm saying? So you actually telling me, it's like, no, you're actually giving good answers. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah. It's a difference. It's a difference when you're speaking and you don't really know what you're talking about, and people don't really know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So the fact that everything is pretty concise, I wouldn't say rambling. I mean, especially in this interview. I mean, maybe in your day to day, but I mean, you're doing your
right. Right. Agreed. Yeah. Can I touch on what you said about like black men not being articulate? It's like,
Absolutely.
if this is something that you still believe, if you're out there and you're listening to this and you somehow believe that black men have a problem being articulate, bro, then you need to step out of your house, go to one of these town hall meetings, go to one of these places where black men are actually building and talking about certain stuff. Then you will see that they're like, the skin color don't matter, bro. Knowledge is not racist, bro. Wisdom is not racist, bro. Like, we all know some stuff, and like just like me and you, it's like, we can talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? We can actually like elaborate and talk on anything. But the problem is just like, I feel like there's just a stick, especially with rap music. You know what I mean? It's like when you hear people talk about rap music sometimes, that all they think, oh, it's all about misogyny and money and materialism. It's like, then that shows that you really don't listen to rap.
Right.
You know, you don't really listen to hip hop. You don't really know what's going on. You're just going off what you think. So that's why I think a lot of people that think that black people have a problem being articulate. It's like, it's the same thing with hip hop. It's like, bro, you're really in this little bubble where all you see is ignorant black people, bro. There's way too many of us out here for us all to be ignorant. And there's way too many of us to have money and have things going for themselves for y'all to think that somehow we're all just out here with our pants sagging, like smoking weed, drinking beer on the corner all day. There's no reason for you to think that. Come on, man. It's 2023, bro. We're succeeding, bro. We're succeeding, bro. This brown skin gonna be here for a long time, man. We might end up being y'all bosses one day. You feel me? We already had a black president. You know what I'm saying? What's next, baby? What's next?
Hey, we've been severely.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Next is gonna, who knows what we're gonna accomplish next, man? We might be a couple black presidents. Canada might have a black president. Mexico did have a black president. I just actually found that out, that the first president was actually mixed with black. So shout out to history. Shout out to the brown skin brothers.
I appreciate it, man. You gotta love this guy, man. You gotta love him.
Yes, sir, man.
I want to ask you also, what are your thoughts on today's entertainment industry?
Like how, can you be a little bit more specific, like about like exactly what
just
you're talking
overall
about?
in general, as far as the state of the union when it comes to the entertainment world and business, and how you fit into the big cog? What are your thoughts? Me, putting myself into it, it's just like, I'm well traveled in the entertainment business. I started in entertainment, I don't know, 1992, 93. You know what I mean?
Golden years of hip hop. Yes, sir.
Don't remind me. And so I've seen it. I've seen a lot of different iterations of entertainment, like the industry, how it moves, and so forth and so on. And I got to say, with me, in my opinion, we're back at another golden era revolution of,
I can agree with that.
Where anybody can make a sense of anything. They can, you can literally do like bubblegum rap, and if you do it right, it'll take off. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. But I want to know what your thoughts on today's entertainment industry.
Well, I feel like if we're putting it in that context, I feel like it's like everything else, like people like shiny products, you know what I'm saying? People like big shiny, you know what I'm saying, like larger than life product, so like that's to where I fit in that. I'm like I said, I don't consider I don't put on airs about myself. Like, I consider myself the everyday man's rapper. So when it comes to the music industry, to me is just like it's everyday business, man. This is how it is, like whatever's the order of the day is what niggas want. You know what I mean? So like as far as I'm concerned, it's like, I only stay interested in this stuff so I know what's going on. So I'm not lost in the sauce, and I'm not one of these dudes that just, like I said, golden era hip hop. 92 was the best year in hip hop, and I'm not listening to nothing after this. It's like, nah, man. It's like, we got to get with this new school stuff. The entertainment industry, I feel like it's not gonna change. There's too many heads that have to be chopped off for it to make any type of like recycling or any type of redo on it. So as far as I'm concerned, you have to find your niche, man. When it comes to the entertainment industry, man, it's a hard game. It's a cold game, man. You got to wear your North Face when you in this entertainment game, bro. It's very, very cold. So you have to find your niche when it comes to the entertainment industry, man. You have to find out. You have to get in where you fit in, man. You might not necessarily be the biggest rapper. You should always want to be the biggest rapper you could possibly be. But hey, you might have to find you a little pocket to where it's like, I got 60,000 fans, but they love everything I do. Right. And this is where I fit in. This is my square peg going into my square hole. This is it right here. So I might not get to J. Cole, I might not get to Kendrick, I might not get to this, but I have 60,000 people that love me. And that's better than me having 2 plays on my fucking YouTube. Yo, you know what I mean? I might not have 1 million, but hey, I got 60,000 and people, and they wait, and these 60,000 people are waiting for me to drop something else. So that's why I feel, at least as far as the entertainment industry, I just feel like, yo, you got to get in where you fit in, man. We all not gonna be Kendrick, bro. We all not gonna be Kanye. We should all try to beat them. We should all strive to beat them. But yo, we just got to find out where we fit in, man. We gotta keep going. And and I feel like if you get to the point where you're at 50, 60,000, man, it's only one way to go. It's only one way to go, bro. If you're already established and you got your thing down, you can only go up from there, man. So the entertainment industry, it is what it is, man. You just gotta figure out the cracks, have a strategy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like kind of be aware of the things that happen with the entertainment industry, like people trying to play you, people trying to change you. People telling you that what you're doing is like, oh, it's good, but you need to do this. I've had people tell me that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you should rap to these type of beats. But it's like, yo, these beats don't grab me. These beats aren't the ones that bring out the artist in me. So I guess to wrap it up, yeah, it's, to me, the entertainment industry, yo, it's always been what it is, man. It's like they always want something shiny. They always want the next best thing, man. But in my honest opinion, man, there's a lot more diamonds and jewels in the underground. You know what I mean? There's a lot more like really, really, really good people who really do take this shit seriously. There's a lot of people that are up there that don't give a fuck about it as much as you or me or anybody out there that raps. There's a lot of people up there that got that bread that don't give a fuck about this music like me and you.
Right.
So take what you got, take your drive and take that and find your niche, find your place and go, bro. Don't fuck trying to be like them. Fuck trying to be them. Yo, make your own lane, bro. That's what this industry, you got to do that in this industry sometimes. Make your own lane, bro. The industry's never, I feel like the industry's never going to change, man. So we got to figure out ways to dig through that shit and still become successful. It ain't nothing we can do about it. But we going to make it though. But we going to fucking make it, bro. Cause we're resilient. You know what I'm saying? We ain't nothing we can't do. I mean,
the energy, bro. Like again, that bravado you got, bro. I love it. You know what I mean? But you're right. You're right. I mean, because it's up to you to make it or break it. You know what I mean? And they don't on somebody else. So if you put that, if you vibrate on that frequency, you won't get everything that comes back on that channel. You know what I mean? So
yes, sir.
What you want?
Sir. Yeah, I think all our parents taught us, man. It's like to get it out, you got to put it in, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's for you, you gotta mess. Nobody ain't gonna hand you nothing. Nobody ain't gonna give you nothing. Nobody ain't just gonna recognize the greatness that you see in yourself, man. Sometimes you gotta show it to them and keep showing it to them. So the industry ain't gonna always respect you, bro, but always respect yourself. Always believe that you that dude or that woman, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stay confident.
That leads me to the next question, because you put that was a really, really good statement that you made. How, in your opinion, do you feel that you have paved the way for young talent or aspiring talent, not even just young people?
If I can toot my own horn for a second, I feel like I feel like I'm trying to teach niggas it's cool to do what you want to do, man. It's cool to do what you want to do, man. Like, yo, if you want to do what's hot and you want to triple time rap and you want to use the auto tune, go for it, man. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's like, yo, it's doing what you want. Like, I used to be a dude that like, you know what I'm saying? When the paradigm was shifting, like around like 2011, 2012, if you wasn't rapping, if you wasn't spitting bars, I was not fucking with you. I did not like you at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, now I understand that we all have different ways of expressing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Right. We all have different sounds and, you know what I'm saying, feelings we have in our head when we write this music. So I've leveled out a little bit more, and now I'm just more into making music that I like, and I feel like that's kind of like what I'm trying to show to the younger people, is that it's like, it's okay to make music that you like, man. If you like, I don't know, dubstep beats, man, go do that shit, man. Like just have fun with this shit and like put your heart into it, bro, and try to bring out your own type of vibe to it. Even if you're paying homage, man, always try to like put your own what's the word I'm looking for, your own like
Stamp.
I don't want to say, yeah, I guess stamp. I don't want to say swag because I feel like that's too cliche. But yeah, definitely put your own little salt and pepper, your own little seasoning on it, man. And I feel like that's kind of like what I do. Like when I was talking about that Midnight Club song, where it's like no hard 808s. It's literally just like a 80 simple sped up or slowed down or something like that. Like that's what I like to do, man. Regardless if you think it's dope, regardless if it's what's hot right now, and I can just throw it on, and people are just gonna be like, "Oh," it's like, nah, man. Like this is what I said this to one of my friends not too long ago. I'm like, I make the type of music that I would want to hear if I wasn't a rapper. Like that's kind of like where I try to, and that's kind of like what I'm trying to teach to the younger kids. It's like, yo, make music that you would want to hear even if you wasn't rapping. If you were just strictly a consumer. And you wanted to play a mixtape or an album or something, what would you want to come back out of your earphones when you play that shit? What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear him saying? What beats do you want to hear him on? And that's kind of like what I'm trying to push, man. Is don't be afraid to be yourself, even if it's ugly, even if people don't understand it, bro. Be your fucking self, man. Do what you feel, man. And I promise you'll even if nobody fucks with it, bro. I promise you, when you listen to it yourself, you'll be like, man, I did my thing on this. Even if niggas don't like this, man, I like what I did right here. I love what it, and that'll build your confidence too. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Like listen back to your own stuff and knowing that you have something, knowing that you're good at this. Like, yo, it's like, man, I don't know what they tripping off of, man. I'm the GOAT. I'm goated. You know what I'm saying? They can't say nothing to me, even if y'all get it or not, bro. One day y'all gonna get it. And that's the best part. Like it's like when no one gets it and then it actually does pop off. Now niggas is jumping on. It's like, oh, okay. Now you want nah, it's cool, huh? It's like, okay, I always knew I had the juice, bro. Right. Even if you ain't believe me, I always knew I had the juice. So that's what I want the young talent out there. I always believe that you got the juice, man. But be humble, bro. Don't be the person that think you got the juice to the point where you can't improve. To the point where you don't want to get better, man. But always believe that you got the juice and always believe that you got what it takes. You know what I mean? That's all I can say to the youngins, man. Always believe that you that dude.
Man, from his mouth to God's ears, ladies and gentlemen, and he ain't said no kind of foul, no kind of untruth. Everything is all facts, and I love him for it, man. Like that's what's up. Make sure that you like to subscribe, follow Jae Harmony on all social media, Stoneface Harmony on Instagram specifically. Like, follow, subscribe, and the whole nine. Now I got two more questions for you. Well, actually, one question and then some commentary really quick, and then we're gonna let you go. The first question is, this is the most important question. How dare I? How can people learn more about you?
Probably the best way would be to ask me. You know what I'm saying? They need to get personal with me and ask me. But for you to know more about me, man, it's like without being my friend and without actually talking to me, is man, I say try to dissect my music, man. Don't just listen to it to nod your head, man. Try to like listen to what I'm saying. Even when I'm talking dumb shit, you still might get a little piece of who I am, you know, like the things I like to do, the food I like to eat, the cars I like to drive, the places I like to go, the women I like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes what I'm thinking in the moment, because that's like, okay, if I can just throw one song to y'all like that kind of like gives y'all like a deep dive into like my thought process sometimes like that, go listen to Tango Poetry. It was a time period in my life when I wrote that song, but like you can see that I get very introspective with my music, and I feel like that'll motivate you to go back and dissect some of my old music, you know. But there's not really too many ways for you to know who I am besides asking me. Maybe if you go to my YouTube channel, I do interviews myself, or I've done interviews myself. So you know, I let my personality drip a little bit on those. So like, I guess you can go peek that too. But I feel like the best way for you to know about me or to learn about me is give me on interview me. I'll come on and I'll talk some shit with you, man. It's nothing, man.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. And make sure that you like and follow him, like I said, on social media, Stoneface Harmony on Instagram.
Follow Donnie B too. If you hear because of my page and you don't follow Donnie B, go follow Donnie B, bro.
I know.
Run them numbers up.
Shame on yourselves if you don't follow Donnie B.
Word up.
Harmony over here. Shame on yourself. You ought to walk yourself out the curb and tie yourself up in the trash bag. Sit there for a second.
Right. For real.
So I appreciate you for coming on and taking the opportunity and being on with us. This is an experience. Definitely at any point in time you want to come back on, just hit me up. If you've got something new you want to release, hit me up. I'd be more than happy to share to whoever is supporting Donnie BGDBs. But it's all good. Like I said, it's all love. It's all respect for everything that you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. The last thing I want you to share is any kind of shout outs, any kind of call outs, anything that you just want to put out in the universe for those that are paying attention and watching.
Okay, this is my Channel 12 News Grammy speech. You know what I'm saying? Where I get, hey, shout out Pooh Bear, shout out Tech, shout out. Okay, well, first of all, shout out my family, shout out all my friends, shout out 8-Bit, shout out Toriyama, shout out Medium Frank, shout out the whole Wave Gang, shout out the M Gang, shout out Gmo, shout out Crowder, shout out Nobi. Who am I missing, man? Shout out Ajgod. Ajgod will probably be a good person to interview too. I'll probably pass him your math and let you tap in with him. Shout out to Sway. Shout out to Chuck T. I just did a compilation with him for 420. It's called For the Smokers Compilation. So shout out to Rich City Studios and Chuck T. Shout out Mario, our photographer. You know what I'm saying? He was just in at 420 with the homie Don Kingdom, and Don Kingdom's on the album with me and 8-Bit J, and that's the best song on the album. So shout out to Don Kingdom and Mario, and shout out Donnie B for having me on and letting me, you know what I'm saying, come on here and talk my shit. Shout out to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody get on their feet. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope we can stop the violence and let's all get some money and move about this bitch or rebuild this bitch into a fucking paradise. Shout out to StreamYard, you know what I'm saying, for allowing us to keep doing this. So yeah, and then no more from me, man. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to my music, man. Check me out. Check out everybody I name. Go check out their music, man. It's all about the homies.
Hey man, like I said, I told you he would not disappoint. Great interview, great talent.
Thank you, sir.
So just give us an extra five minutes or so after this, so we can debrief once this is over with. And
yes, sir.
But like I said, as always, it was a pleasure to have you on, and I look forward to seeing what you got next coming up. And like I said, if I could be of any assistance in the future, just reach out. I got you.
Absolutely. I much appreciate it, sir. I really do appreciate you having me on this platform, man. I really do appreciate the time, man.
My man, I appreciate it. But you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. We are at time. Definitely want to get his brother the rest of his day back. But it was a pleasure having Jae Harmony on. As always, man, things are moving and shaking. We're still in season 7. We're going into season 8 strong. I got some dope talent lined up. I don't even want to name drop. Just pay attention. You'll see.
This man has like the Simpsons seasons, bro. It's gonna be for the season 22 in a minute, man. This man is rolling, man.
Yeah, trying to be like the Cosby Show.
yes, man. Loving that consistency.
I appreciate that. Same with you, man, and your music. But make sure you like and follow, subscribe Jae Harmony on social media and on the World Wide Web. Pick up his tunes. Follow him, 8-Bit J, the rest of the Beat Club, man. It is what it is. But without further ado, we're going to call it a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time, your energy, and stay tuned for what we got next. Here we go. We out.
Peace.
Donnie,